This is not the target market. It's a title of an album. It's the title of the new album by Steriogram. We're sitting here, or rather they're sitting, I'm standing, Brad and Tyson. How you doing, fellas?
I'm really good, thanks, mate.
Oh, yeah, it's good to be back down to the tracks again, you know, back to the roots, you know, back where it all started.
Kicking it trackside.
Yep.
Now, let's talk about the new album. That's why we're here. This is not the target market. I think I know why it's called that, but why don't you tell us?
No, I think our band is, we've been together for 7 years now, and we've never really found a place that we fit into, market-wise, you know, like everyone always says, oh, you're not really suitable for this market, whatever. So we kind of thought, hey, we'll just call our album that name or something, you know. So, no, it's just kind of, we don't really care anymore, you know, we're just going to make our music and do it the way we do it, and, you know, people turn up to the show, so that's the main thing, you know.
Yeah. Excellent. It's been a wee while between drinks, for Steriogram. Last album, Schmack, was 2002?
Yeah, I guess so. We recorded in 2002.
We recorded Schmack in 2003 at the start, and it came out a year later in 2004. So we toured it for a year before it came out, and I don't know why, but we did. That was in the US, and then yeah. So yeah, it's definitely like 3 years since the last one, and it's just really refreshing to have some new songs that we can go and tour again, and especially like with this album, we produced it ourselves actually, and so we really did it how we wanted to do it. We got a really cool engineer, this guy, Steve, to pretty much get all the sounds we wanted. But yeah, just to have that kind of control was awesome, mate, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so the production process, when did you guys decide to actually produce it yourselves, and what sort of production skills did you actually have going into it?
Oh, I think we started off doing heaps of demos ourselves. We got a place up in Kerry, and we sort of just got our own gear, and we started writing the songs and sort of trying our best to record them with our own gear and stuff. And it just sort of made sense because we're all pretty opinionated as a band, like individually, and we like sort of arguing and fighting about songs and stuff. So to pull another guy in there, you know, with the producer and stuff, is always really kind of strange. So I think we've tried that once. We just wanted to try what it was like, you know, to sort of do it our own, and we're stoked. You know, we can't blame anyone except ourselves for the album, you know, which is a cool thing. You know, it's just totally us, and we're stoked.
Yeah. One thing that I've always wondered, how the two of you go about writing the songs, because you're both obviously having to work so closely together, but at the same time sort of putting your own ideas in there. How do you go about writing?
Pretty weird, eh? We haven't figured it out yet. We kind of it just happens and comes together. Sometimes it's like, the thing is, sometimes it really fails miserably when we both try to come together, and it's just two different ideas, and it just turns into an abortion. But other times it just clicks. So we kind of like, we sort of just do our thing and then get together. And sometimes we work real close on some songs, and then sometimes we just totally are by ourselves and then bring it together and it works. And so yeah, we haven't figured out that thing yet. I'm amazed we get away with what we do with writing so sort of far apart and pulling it together.
Basically, from my end, it just, like, if we write a song or something that we think we really like, I usually, like, I try and take it as far as I can, but I don't want to kind of, like, I kind of just hum along to it. I don't put any words in it, and just to try and get the vibe of what I'm trying to do through the song, and then give that to Tyson to see if he can kind of, if he likes it or not, and if he can kind of get something for himself, because we've written a lot of songs that just haven't really kind of worked for Tyson to do, or for us to do together. So, but like, for example, the new song "Just Like You" is a song I think we just had the music, and then I think Tyson was in LA, and I emailed it to him, and he emailed me straight back. He goes, "Hey, this is wicked," and I think he just, whatever happened that day in his life, you know, it just worked for him. And it's like, I think I kind of like that whole process that we have for songwriting, because it is random, like different, like all of our band writes, like everyone in the band writes, and it's not like, you know, not one person does everything. It's like really kind of a real team effort, and like even in the studio, like, we were cutting stuff up and going, like, if I'd change something, I'd get everyone in, like, hey, you guys cool with this, you know, like, is everyone cool? And someone might go, oh no, let's change this a bit. And so that was kind of it was a real kind of team effort, you know. And so now we've got 10, we recorded 20 songs, and we stuck with 10, you know, that we really like. And there was not really any arguments choosing the final 10, because we were all pretty much in the same space, you know. So
amazingly, yeah, that's what I thought was going to be the hardest thing. We wrote 40 songs and then and demoed them. We brought 20 to the studio and then cut it down to 10. So I was thinking for sure that trying to get that final 10 was going to be a big, like, World War III for Steriogram. But everyone was just like, everyone agreed and was cool, which is like probably the first time ever. for us, which was amazing.
Does that mean the possibility of an off-cuts album?
Yeah, so or EPs in definitely different places.
I'd like to try and do some new stuff too. Just put one song out and put another song out, you know, like and just because I think, you know, it's cool to put an album out, but I mean, I think it's silly to wait a year and a half or a certain time for the next album if you've got new songs, you know, like especially while it's happening. I think it's just good to get it out, and plus we intend to spend a lot of time touring this album, so you know if at some point the tour a new song comes out, hey, that's awesome. So we'll see how it goes. We've started our own record label now, and that's been a really kind of cool process in the sense that we've got pretty much complete control over what's happening, and we've still got access to all the people that were supporting Steriogram on the first album. So it's kind of exciting time just to be able to go back, and we're going to go back to America next year and visit as many of the cities and towns that we played in. I think we played almost
all of them, I think. Philadelphia, I think, was the only place that I always wanted to go. We never went to.
We did about almost 300 shows, so we did a lot of touring, and with like on our MySpace every day, we're like, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? So I mean, it's not super big there, but it's definitely a good start, you know, something that we want to go and try and build on, just have another chance. It's just worth having another shot, you know.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how this new album goes, and we're just going to go along for the ride and have fun, you know.